July 26th, the G.W.O.A.T back in the ring.
Back in the
Talk
ring.
to us about that.
Little Caesars Arena in Detroit is going to be a sold-out crowd. Rick Ross, the boss, walking out the door into the ring. It's going to be an amazing, spectacular event.
Talk to us
Live on
about
the
the
zone.
talk to us about the undercard and the fighters that are going to be performing.
We just signed Tony Harrison, which is going to be announced today. He's going to be the co-main event on that card. Former world champion, the last male world champion from the city of Detroit. And Tony's been such a symbol for the city that it just kind of felt right to have Tony fight at Little Caesars Arena, which is kind of the new premier venue in town. We have Bryce Taylor from this gym right here in Brooklyn, New York, fighting Robert Sims, taking a significant step up in competition. Robert Sims is the boogeyman of the division, beat a lot of good undefeated fighters, lost close decisions to some good fighters that may have needed to go his way. So a very good tough test for Bryce Taylor. And we have Samantha Warrior, kind of fighter that Claresa Shields promotes, fighting for the WBA interim junior welterweight world title. So she'll be in line to fight the winner of Serrano Taylor. And Caroline Vieira, the 126-pound phenom, who is fighting for an eliminator as well. So it's a great, that's the televised portion. On the non-televised undercard, we have some great local prospects. It's going to be an amazing line of boxing, live on the zone.
You got the G.W.O.A.T signed under your banner, Salita Promotions. Women's boxing has been making a rise, but you've been on that train for some time now.
Yes.
But how does it feel to have what many consider to be the best woman fighter in the world, pound for pound?
So Claresa Shields is one of the greatest fighters of all time. She's the greatest woman of all time. And it feels absolutely incredible. I mean, what Claresa has accomplished inside the ring with her incredible story of being a two-time Olympic gold medalist, growing up in Flint, Michigan, one of the most challenged places in the United States, and having a movie made about her while she's still in the peak of her career. I don't know of any athletes, any boxers, when a movie is made about them while they're still active. So Claresa is incredible, and she's a true role model and a beacon of light for people looking for hope and who are underdogs and who are looking to be inspired. Because Claresa, you know, started from the bottom, now we're here. Really incredible what she's accomplished, and I'm very grateful and honored that we've been together really since the beginning of her career and broken many glass ceilings. You know, I feel that she's the Muhammad Ali, the Michael Jordan of this generation, and it's going to be remembered for all of history. So that's how we do.
Talk to us about Detroit, Little Caesars Arena. How are they receiving you over there?
Great. So, by the way, to go back on your question,
Oh my god.
let's have a Berlanger coming out.
Wait, isn't that Salita's?
That is Salita's.
Yo!
What's up?
Go ahead.
Edgar Berlanger, Starrett City Boxing Club alumni. Keisha Snow, who's the first woman boxer that I got to meet and grew up with, you know, intimately on every day, communicating with her and seeing her go to amateur tournaments and turn pro and seeing the struggle. And that's one of the reasons why I was able to connect with Claresa and kind of fill in the void that a promotion needed to fill with vis-a-vis women's boxing. But Little Caesars Arena is a beautiful, beautiful arena. It's the home of the Pistons. It's the home of the Pistons. It's a 19,000 seat arena, modern, beautiful building, and I believe it's going to be packed. There's going to be boxing flavor. There's going to be hip hop flavor with Papoose, with Rick Ross, with many other celebrities that are going to be ringside, just witnessing his historic night of boxing, the first ever defense of the undisputed heavyweight world title.
What's next for Andrea Holmes?
Andrea Holmes, you know, Andrea has to go back to the drawing board. He gave a good effort, almost knocked at the door of being demandatory to fight for the world title. But you know, another great talent from the state of Michigan, from the city of Flint, Clarissa's gymmate.
Let's talk about July, New York City. We got Friday, July 11th, an all-women's card headlined by the trilogy of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Talk to us about that as an event.
It's great. It's great to see women's boxing reach the heights that it had. Claresa is the first woman in the history of the sport to be the main event on premium cable television, which was in 2017. And through her incredible journey and her willingness to fight the best, she opened the door of possibility for women across the globe. And we love what we're seeing with having this big night of boxing at Madison Square Garden on Netflix. It's great that Netflix is showcasing fights, and it's really a big month for women's boxing. Claresa is fighting July 26th. It's going to be also a sold-out event, and I believe very well watched throughout the world, as we're getting just an overwhelming amount of media inquiries from folks that don't usually cover boxing. So it's so great to see where women's boxing is at. I obviously know the Serrano sisters personally, and Jordan, having grown up with them in Brooklyn, and having them, seeing them come up from really the club show level, from the struggle to now headlining a fight at Madison Square Garden on Netflix. So it's really incredible, and I wish them all the best.
The following day, July 12th, Edgar Berlanga, who just left the Cops and Kids gym, is headlining along with Shakur Stevenson. Talk to us about that card, Ring 3.
Great show, and another unique venue. We have Subriel Matias on the card, and Edgar grew up in New York City, grew up in Brooklyn, grew up in Starrett City Boxing Club, which is where I'm from. So on a personal level, it's great to see someone that grew up as a kid go through the amateur ranks, that you've seen put in the work, and now fighting in front of a big crowd, making lots of money, and fulfilling his dream, and on his way to being world champion. So the other important part of this event is that Edgar is Puerto Rican, Subriel is Puerto Rican. It's very important that the communities from Puerto Rico, from the island of Puerto Rico, as well as the very rich and authentic community of New York City connect. So that's what Subriel is going to experience, fighting in New York City for the first time, and that was my plan when we started to work with him. And I really believe it's going to be a great night of boxing. It's going to lead to other big events, and love being a boxing fan, and love being in the business, and looking forward to a great night of boxing on July 12th.
Also from New York City, Bruce Carrington, Shu Shu, fighting July 26th at the theater on the Top Rank, a promotional company you've been under and are familiar with. Talk to us about Shu Shu and that card as a whole.
Shu Shu, another guy that grew up in Starrett City Boxing Club, who is now a world champion. Great family. His father and his mother always by his side in the gym since he was a kid, supporting him. Top Rank, one of the best in the business, and my first promoter. Much respect to Bob Aram, who's 94 years old and still kicking ass and taking care of business. So what an inspiration he is, and really incredible to see great events. There's another guy right there, Lenny Wilson. My man, Lenny Wilson.
Trainer of Richardson Hitchins, also from the Cops and Kids program.
Also from the Cops and Kids program. Lenny is from Starrett City Boxing Club. Trained a lot of good fighters.
Have you ever heard of the only female Jewish boxer in North America?
There you go.
Brooklyn Ballway.
Right there.
So in closing, talk to us about Salita Promotions, what you guys are going to do, how many more ceilings are going to break. Let us know.
Well, we're always striving to be the best, and having the experience as a fighter, being signed with Top Rank, being signed with Udabella, being signed to Square Ring, fighting for Golden Boy, etc., gave me a lot of unique experiences to make the sport great again. And I'm very excited and grateful for the place that I have in the industry. I look forward to growing and getting bigger and better, and making folks, boxing fans, one fan at a time, baby. The Golden Gloves is
in common.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Yeah, you lost
Yeah, it's an iconic tournament that that I believe
Should come back.
it should come back and inspired boxing fans and boxers and networks in New York City, and it's one of the most important and pivotal ingredients in a boxing program. We see boxing now really being dominant on a very high level, and things are happening in Times Square, at Arthur Ashe Stadium, Madison Square Garden, Barclays Center, but the foundation of boxing is the Golden Gloves. When literally thousands of New Yorkers sign up for the Golden Gloves, the New York Daily News follow the tournament 4 times a week. You get fight of the night. Boxing fans connect to the fighters, and then the finals at Madison Square Garden. Sold out. Everybody knows what's up. It's really incredible.
Yeah.
No, come
I
here.
knew this guy since he was 100 years old. No. Since he was a little kid.
Tell him, baby.
Starrett
Doing
City
his
Boxing.
thing.
Tell
Doing
him.
his thing in
Tell him.
Starrett City Boxing.
I
We
do
go
my-
way back.
Way back.
He
You
was
know-
the
you know
man,
that-
30 and 0, WBO world champion.
Tell him, baby.
That's it.
Tell
Now he's top promoter
The one thing-
in the business.
the one thing- the
Alicia
one-
Misspoke Promotions.
the one
And I'm
thing-
still trying to get a job from him.
Tell him, baby. The one thing that I missed when I was fighting, I should have had him in my locker room
And your locker room?
Hyping me up, baby.
That's
Hyping me up.
it. You know how that shit was. You know that. Demetrius Salita in the house, y'all.
Tell him, baby. Who coming up, baby? Who coming up?
Demetrius Salita in the house.
Tell him.
Talk to the boxing fans in closing.
Very grateful to be in New York City for such an incredible night of boxing when there's boxing back to back, Friday night, Saturday night, and two incredible venues, two unique venues and unique cards that appeal to different people. And with those big fights, with the golden gloves that you wear around your neck, if we can combine these two, you know, I really believe that boxing will be great again and bigger than ever before. And it's a great land of opportunity in the sport, and looking forward to a great fight week. We just started off here on Monday at Kids in Flatbush, and we're on our way to doing big things in the city.
All right. Well, again, appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.